What's happening, guys? Welcome to part 4, I think part 4, of the Silverado build series. If you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what it is, but today the truck gets some lighting. I was at an auto swap meet yesterday and scored a 30-inch, 180 watt light bar. It's got the dual lights. The outside sections are floodlights and then the center is a spotlight. But 90 bucks, can't beat it. It's not like a cheap, shitty eBay one. It's actually built really well. It's all steel, pretty solid, watertight. Not gonna have to worry about it leaking or anything like that. Now, if you guys notice, I'm not in the garage at home. I'm at work, which is cool because I'm gonna get paid to do this shit. And I'm probably gonna use a $70,000 Corvette as a tripod. So what's not to love about that? All right, guys, now like I said, I'm not at home in the garage, I'm at work. So I think I brought everything I'm gonna need to do this. Obviously, light bar itself, different wrenches and sockets, ratchets, extensions, all that shit. Drill bits, wire strippers, wire cutters, zip ties, obviously clean the wiring up, hide it, different connectors. I got the wiring harness all laid out, ready to go in the truck. So I'm gonna set you guys up somewhere, probably on this vet, and we'll get started. Alright guys, now the first thing we gotta do is set the bar up on the bumper, since that's where I'm gonna put it. And since the bar is a little too long for the bumper because it's kind of rounded, I had to flip the mounts. So instead of the foot being outside, it's inside, just to give me a little extra leeway. Obviously this would be a lot easier if I had these flipped around the other way, because then I could just hold it up, mark the holes and drill it. But now what I have to do is set it up where it's straight and then trace with a Sharpie, trace the feet, pull them off, set the feet back up there, put them in the Sharpie marks, then mark the hole and drill it. So obviously it's going to vary depending on your light bar size, where you put your light bar. This is just how I'm doing it. I'd like to actually put it behind the grill, but there's not enough room back there, so that kind of sucks, because that was the original plan, was to hide it in the lower section of the grill, maybe the upper. But you know, either way, if I did up top, I'd be running into the hood latch, because it's so the body of the light bar is so thick. Same thing down here, I'd be running into the trans cooler, the oil cooler, whatever that is. Long story short, there's just not enough room to put it behind the grill. So kind of sucks, but we're gonna put it on the bumper. I think it would have looked a lot better behind the grill, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So break your tape measure out, measure everything, make sure you get it center. I've already done that. I know that the center bolt on the light bar is dead even with the center of the bow tie, so I've already gone ahead and measured everything out, made sure it would sit straight. So now I just got to mark the little foot pads with the Sharpie, and then we can poke holes. Okay, so I tried the whole deal with the Sharpie, and it just didn't work. It's getting frustrated. It's not, just flat out not working. So I flipped the feet back around, and I think we're just going to do it this way, just because it is such a pain in the ass to try and mark where the feet are gonna sit and stuff with the bar being over them. So I was just gonna say to hell with it and rock the feet out this way. Alright, we got our holes drilled. Now the light bar came with these little rubber kind of like pads to put on the mount brackets. My guess is so the bar doesn't like vibrate around and move or anything like that. So get them put in. Put the bolts in. We'll check our holes, make sure we didn't fail. And there's the other. Woohoo! We don't suck. Got some metal shadings. Sweet! I think it looks good. Happy with it. Now, all that's left to do is slide my ass under the truck, bolt these things in, and get to play the wiring game. Now, I didn't tell you guys this part, but the hardware they provided was too short and didn't go through the bumper all the way. So a little while ago I ran to the hardware store, got longer bolts, that's fine. Came back, bolted this side on, went to bolt the other side on, and like a dumbass, I dropped the nut. Now usually that's no big deal, just pick it up, thread it back on. Yeah, that'd be great if I didn't drop it in the fucking frame. So I just had to go back to the hardware store, get a nut. So back to doing this. Light bar's all bolted in, nice and solid, not going anywhere. Now we get to play with this. Cool thing, the company I got the light bar from provides you with literally a full just like plug and play harness with everything from relay. Obviously you have your two terminals that go to the battery, which is fused. It goes to a relay, and then down here you have your ends that plug into the light bar itself, which all you got to do is crimp two female spade terminals on that end of those wires. And then they even give you this nifty little on-off like clicker switch, which is two-side tape, which is cool, so you really don't got to poke holes and shit. So hopefully this should go easy. I don't see why it would be difficult. Like I said, it's all plug and play, so I'll get the camera set up somewhere else and we'll hook all this shit up. Alright, got everything hooked up to the battery just as a temporary. So right now you can see, oh that's cool, the switch lights up and says it's off. So, yeah, see this is just, they make sure you can put this thing in damn near anything, because this is a really long harness. Ta-da! It's pretty bright. It's pretty rad. Sweet! Alright, well, now I just have to run this guy into the cab and be done with it. Woohoo! Alright guys, I got all the wiring cleaned up. Got everything put back together. Got the switch ran into the cab. Sits right next to the steering wheel. The kit I got, the switch has like 3M 2-side tape. So that's cool. Makes installation super easy. You don't got to drill holes in anything, which is always nice. Alright guys, so that concludes part number 4 for the Silverado build series. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do next, but I guess you guys will have to just wait and find out. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe. If you like the like bar, smash that like button, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.